is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
Today, we're discussing Christmas on Duty, which originally premiered on the Hallmark Channel on Saturday, November 1st, and is currently available to stream on Hallmark Plus. Hey, give us a follow on the socials. On Instagram and TikTok, we are Girls Gone Hallmark.
I gotta tell you, I love that we've started posting first impression call to actions over on our Instagram because the community is coming through.
Yeah, they're showing up.
They love to tell you what they thought about these movies. And I love to read them.
Me too.
Hey, if you want to join our Facebook group, we have one. It's called Girls Gone Hallmark in Facebook groups. Also, I'm going to put another pitch in here to visit our website, girlsgonehallmark.com. We have tons of stuff coming down the pipeline. I always question if that's what it is.
I don't know either. The pipe, I don't know.
One of the
it's
two.
Coming.
There's a lot of stuff happening over there. And if you're looking for Hallmark news, in-depth, who's in this movie, etc., let us be your source.
Yeah, girlsgonehallmark.com. Dive in, take a look around. I would like to also plug our Patreon. The episode this week is called Pop Culture Club, and that's where we dive into everything we're watching, reading, and listening to outside of the Hallmark universe. So if you want to know what we're doing when we're not watching Hallmark, that's a good place to get it. Next week's episode will be a full-blown crash out on both of our parts. So if you want that, get it at patreon.com/Megan and Wendy. Your first week there is completely free. We did toy with adding some Hallmark content over there, but that will be based on demand. So if you sign up over there, let us know, because I have an idea for a bonus episode over there, Hallmark specific, weekly.
This feels news to me. Maybe.
Let's talk Christmas on Duty with a synopsis.
Former rivals Blair and Josh must work Christmas duty together. When a snowstorm threatens holiday deliveries to the base, they're forced to cooperate to save Christmas despite their past conflicts.
Christmas on Duty was directed by Jake Van Wagner, marking his 7th project as a director and his 2nd for Hallmark. He previously helmed last year's Deck the Walls.
The screenplay was written by Alexis Segal, a rising talent with just 2 official writing credits on IMDb. According to her LinkedIn, she's also contributed to the limited series The Beast and Me and the Fox show The Prodigal Son.
Janel Parrish stars as Blair. Earlier this year, she led Return to Office and dazzled audiences in last year's Sugar Plummed and Haunted Wedding. Hallmark fans will also recognize her from Finding Mr. Christmas Season 2, where she appeared as a scene partner in the very first episode.
So adorable on Finding Mr. Christmas.
So cute. Quack, quack.
Parker Young co-stars as Josh. Christmas on Duty marks his Hallmark debut, though audiences may recognize him from his impressive television resume, including 911 Lone Star, A Million Little Things, and Imposters.
Peter Jacobson plays Richard. We last saw Peter as Lacey's dad in Hall at the Halloween. This movie marks his 109th acting credit.
Aletta Miles plays Zoe. While new to the Hallmark family, fans may recognize her from numerous episodes of the sketch comedy series Studio C, a show also connected to director Jake Van Wagner.
Melanie Stone appears as Amanda. A first-timer to Hallmark, she's a familiar face in the feel-good movie world with over 40 acting credits spanning Hallmark-style romances and comedies.
Scott Reeves plays Cliff. Scott is both an actor and musician with longtime roles on General Hospital and the ABC series Nashville. He co-founded the country music duo Blue Country.
Season 1 winner of Finding Mr. Christmas, Ezra Moreland, appears as Fred. This marks Ezra's 2nd Hallmark project following his 2024 debut in Happy Holidays. Let's take a quick break and come right back with our first impressions. Hey, Wendy, what was your first impression of Christmas on Duty?
Somewhere between saving Christmas and saving on premiums, our heroes reminded us what holidays are really all about. USAA.
My first impression is Christmas on Duty had the heart, the snow, and the charm, but the story couldn't quite pull itself together. The message, not the mess.
Let's talk about it.
What did you like about this movie?
Well, to start, cute opening credits.
Real cute. Love the animated opening credits.
Festive and creative. I love you, graphics team, whoever put this together. I thought that was really, really cute.
Yeah, I love anything that's not the same B-roll with the title card over it.
Yeah.
I thought Zoe and Blair had nice friend chemistry. Their relationship felt easy and believable, and I liked Zoe as a character. She's fun.
Did you think Zoe and the dad?
I saw someone say that, but I think they're no.
Zoe was playing like in the role of daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't think there was romantic energy there.
I didn't think so either, but I did think it was. I don't know. Give the man a love interest, but he did just lose his wife, so maybe it's too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon. Did you like Janel Parrish?
I thought Janel Parrish was great in this. I always liked Janel Parrish. I actually thought she and Parker were really good together. Mm-hmm. I think she's so cute and fun to watch.
I will say I love her. I think she's cute. She's always watchable. I didn't think this role gave her a ton to work with.
No.
But with that said, I did love her singing at the end. That was a surprise to me. I'm like, have I ever seen her sing before?
Yeah, she sang in Haunted Wedding as well, but
really? Oh my God, I don't remember that at all.
I liked her singing at the end, and I liked her just casual singing in the car. I thought that was a real sweet moment as well. The thing I liked probably most about this movie was I like the central messaging in the movie. There's the idea of like, ask for help, let yourself enjoy the holidays, which is a message I could probably use right now.
Listen to our Patreon, guys.
Yes. The idea of like Blair's dad was trying to recapture magic, and he had a very like pragmatic, like, these are the things we're going to do to make holiday magic.
I feel that.
Me too. And I think there was a real message about like living in the moment and finding things that are meaningful to you. And I think that's the part of this movie that resonated with me.
Well, I will tell you, kind of along those lines, I did love the argument that non-traditional things can still be enjoyed during the holiday, just because you all do like the cookie decorating and baking and stuff, and that's traditional to you. Even though those don't apply to me, like my things are still fun and memorable and meaningful as well. Mm-hmm. So I liked that. And I think that's where I come from. It's one of the reasons why I'm a holiday hater, is because like I don't want somebody to tell me that I need to bake cookies to be in the holiday spirit. Mm-hmm. So I enjoyed that. I want to circle back real quick to Parker.
Yeah.
Parker Young. We talked about it recently. I'm enjoying the fresh faces on Hallmark.
Yeah. Did it make you want to go watch more of his stuff?
Yes. And here's why. Because I didn't think like this movie was great.
No.
Spoiler. And I was like, let me see him in something else.
But I thought he was good.
I enjoyed him.
I saw a comment that he's really good in Enlisted, which is kind of a military comedy.
Oh, interesting.
He's only in 11 episodes. I don't know how many episodes of it there are. I don't even know where it streams or anything, but I was like, maybe I'd give that a try. I don't know. I want to say there's a snowing scene in this movie.
Yeah.
I was like, that's real snow.
They were wet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not soap.
I had wondered, I didn't look this up, but I was like, was this filmed in Utah?
I don't know.
Let me look real quick.
Okay.
Christmas on Duty was filmed in Utah with key locations including Midway, Heber City, and South Salt Lake City. And it says it was right around Easter. So definitely there could be snow there. Oh, in March. Yep.
Yeah, because I was there the first week in April and it dumped snow on us.
You're right.
So yeah, definitely could have been snowing. Definitely was real snow. One tiny like, I definitely felt the frustration when Josh's dad couldn't get that damn gingerbread house to stick together. Struggle is real, man. I hate building gingerbread houses.
Yeah, that was really funny. I was like, in my head, I'm like, hot glue gun, dude. You're not eating that thing, so just put it together.
Pre-assembled or bust?
Yeah, I know, but sometimes pre-assembled come broken. Like you don't know until you open the package.
It is true. My husband loves a gingerbread house, and sometimes he'll buy them. And when I'm like, pre-assembled, man, pre-assembled.
Yeah, they're too hard to put together with frosting. That's why I'm like, just get on down to the Home Depot and get some good caulk.
E400 or whatever that stuff is
bad
called.
boy together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you like anything else?
I'm sorry I
Let's
didn't.
talk wishes.
Okay, I have a big list.
Okay.
I thought this movie was a little bit of a snooze. And I think I just needed... They're doing something sort of magical, right? Like they're trying to make the Christmas day happen for all these families that are on the base. Give me a little bit of magic. Give me a little bit of sparkle, you know?
Yeah.
There was a lot of talk, which I know goes against what we talked about recently in our review of Angel Christmas Match, where I'm like, I don't have the bandwidth to listen to all the talking. Show me some stuff.
Well, I think it depends on what the content of the talking is that makes it watchable. I just felt like the plot was very contrived, and that the pacing was uneven.
Okay, I agree.
Like the store worker who was like, yeah, man, I'm not helping you. Give me a break. What toy store owner is going to have members of the military on Christmas Eve coming in trying to provide Christmas for children of servicemen and women and being like, yeah, I'm not going to get my hands dirty. You're on your own. No one.
I know. There were so many things that were wrong with all of that to me. One, I was like, this is completely unbelievable that this lady would be like, you guys are on your own.
Yeah.
And then the hijinks were hijinksing and all of that.
I know.
And that whole scene, I just was like, I hate all of this.
Well, they're always in such a rush, but they're finding time to like sword fight and dance at the parade. I'm like, just move. Stop wasting time.
That was my other big problem. I was like, you have these two people who have to get 100 plus gifts from these remote towns in weather that I did not see happening, and deliver all those things back to these families before Christmas Day. It's impossible.
Yes, and your boss was like, you need to be back here or you're in big trouble.
Right.
You have a time crunch. I'm giving you 24 hours. And they just were messing around. I was like, get your act together.
Don't you think that boss, my apologies, I don't understand, like, not that I don't understand, but I'm unaware of the official ranks are.
Sure.
Yes. Wouldn't he be like, this job requires more than the two of you? Like, we're trying to save Christmas, including his own, like, kid or grandkid or something like that. Like, wouldn't you put more people on this job?
Yeah, but they were being punished. They had to work that day. And so
that was the other thing I hated too. They're being disciplined. And what's his name?
Josh.
Josh is like, well, I have family plans. No, sir. You're being disciplined. Like, this, no. Your family plans.
Everyone has family plans on Christmas.
Yeah.
Too damn bad. Also, in terms of timing, they get back to the base and they do like 800 things before they deliver the presents. They make tea. They have a snowball fight. They clean up after the snowball fight. The dads have a moment. Blair and Josh deliver the presents, man.
Yeah, this is when the timeline defies reality, and it drives me crazy. I have only seen it. It has only recently been really bugging me in movies, because I know I've talked about it recently too.
This one's particularly egregious. Those kids are up at 5 a.m. waiting for their gifts.
Yeah.
You got them waiting until mid-afternoon.
Yeah. Sad.
Give them their presents.
See, I think there's a missed opportunity here. I feel like we could have maybe leaned more into the military families at Christmas.
Yes.
Like, make that more of the story.
Yes. Can I share some thoughts from our Instagram?
Yeah.
That I think are important to read here. So as we've talked about, we've been putting up a first impression post on Instagram as these movies are airing, and people are sharing their first impressions as they watch, which we are loving. And Christmas on Duty received some comments like, this movie wants to be silly and serious at the same time, from Christmas Aficionado. But here's one that I liked. As a member of the military community, I feel seen. Happy for Hallmark to shine a positive light on service members. However, the cringe-o-meter for the storyline was off the charts in this one. I love Janel Parrish, and I love anything that supports our military, but this movie was a struggle to finish. Premise had promise, but the movie did not deliver. So I think it's important that we appreciate a military storyline, and there's a story to be told there. I agree that this one didn't land the plane.
Yeah.
Didn't get there all the way. It could have been very touching.
Yeah.
I cry at every TikTok video of a military homecoming.
Right.
So
Should it have been less
yeah, like maybe we
hijinksy?
didn't need to lean into the humor as much as I love
A
the
rom-com?
humor.
Yeah.
Maybe we needed a little more serious, a little more tell the real stories
I think
of
so
what
too.
these families are sacrificing during the holidays.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let me tell you one other thing I hate. I hate the enemies to lovers trope. I hate it so much. It just never works for me. I hate it.
Aiden on Instagram said it's like Romeo and Juliet, except they're 30 and not 16.
Yeah.
And when you have Josh's dad talking about how Blair's dad cost him that job, I'm like, no, he didn't. I know he didn't for right now. I know that's going to be the misunderstanding that you have held over his head for the past 40 years. And then, of course, we find out at the end that no, not only did he not cost you the job, he wanted you to have the job. Everyone else hated you.
Right.
You've been holding this grudge all this time.
Right. Tell me your thoughts about, I think it was at the beginning, but when they were still in like the boot camp stage or whatever, and she was going to get the job that he wanted, and he basically wanted her to like step aside so he could have the job. And I was like,
Too bad.
yes, that set the tone for me where I was like, I automatically hated him.
Yeah, like, oh, now you're going to compete with me, and so now we can't be friends anymore.
Right.
I'm sorry that you both want the same job, and she's going to get it over you. And then when he shows up at the holiday party, and now they're working on the same base, and he winks at her, I was like, ew.
Yeah. It takes a lot for me, like now, to turn me back to like, oh, they have to be together. They're so great. No, I just wasn't
Yeah,
into
it was so weird because in the beginning, it felt like Zoe was hinting at like Blair maybe had a little bit of a crush on him because she was like, oh, our time here is ending. What are you going to do? And she's like, I don't know. And then he comes to her and it's like, oh, you're going to go after that same job I want. And so all of that magic is gone from their relationship because of the way he treated her.
Yeah.
I need an apology for that.
Yeah.
Are you ready for Did You See That?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it could go and we can put it in the Did You See That? It was in my first impression. Let's talk about USAA.
Yeah.
Did you hate the clunky like product placement in all of this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know, Dad. You always told me. USAA.
I more than once too.
Yeah, they show up to help pack the truck later on.
Yeah. Part of me is like, I understand that's the part of business, like how things get paid for is sometimes with, product placement, brand collaboration. I just think there might be better ways to do it.
Look, I say this every time. If you haven't seen Wayne's World recently, please rewatch it or at least look for the product placement clip of Wayne's World because when I see product placement, that's what I envision. Like, it's so blatant. I was watching Nobody Wants This, and there's an Estee Lauder product placement in that, and they like zoom in on the Estee Lauder recovery serum, and I was like, "Come on!" I mean, like, it's hard to do it well. And if you have examples of places that have done it well, I rarely see it done well where it's not like, "Please notice me." It's that Wayne's World skit for me every single time.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my Did You See That's is that singing doll that they have to get. It's
Yes.
absolutely an American Girl doll.
Oh, I didn't look that closely.
Or a Bobo American Girl doll.
Yeah.
But
The
it had the look.
Target has like a Bobo. Our tradition.
Our generation.
Our generation. That's what it is. That's what it is. My Did You See That? One of them is there is a Camp Pendleton mention. And the only reason Camp Pendleton is literally like 5-10 miles from my house. And it's always so funny to me. Actually, it's further than that. It just feels closer because I can hear it. But it's always so funny to me when I hear it like mentioned in movies.
You're like, that's my backyard.
Sort of.
When they have that snowball fight, and they throw the snowball at Josh's dad, he gets snow straight up lodged in his ear.
Oh, funny.
And it's funny because in that scene, it cuts back and forth. And like sometimes he has a Disney ear and sometimes he doesn't. It's like back and forth. But it's like I'm like, that's real snow that they threw. And it's like in his ear canal.
I bet that hurt.
It must have hurt.
It must have hurt. Remember when we were at Kansas City last year and Barbara Nevin was telling about how she got hit in the face with was it a fake snowball though? And then it was like all up in her grill.
Yes.
Am I remembering that right?
From Leah's Perfect Gift.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, this is just a minor complaint. When I first started watching this movie, I was watching it live on the Hallmark Channel, and there were so many on-screen placements. It was distracting, and so much so that in the early scene, we cut from that first scene where they're finishing up their training to Blair in the future in the classroom, and it says something blank years later. Can't read it because there's a big Countdown to Christmas logo over it.
Oh.
Maybe 6 years later it said. I don't know. I watched the second half of this movie on Hallmark Plus because I like the commercial-free, distraction-free environment. There's a plug for Hallmark Plus right there. And it was a much more pleasant viewing experience.
Yeah.
There's so much on screen on Hallmark Channel, and I get it. They're trying to use that time because we were watching A Newport Christmas last night, and it was like promos for Finding Mr. Christmas, promos for Baked with Love. It was a lot.
Lots, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My next studio to see they're stupid, but Josh's mom, I think it's supposed to be his mom, but she's real glamma, you know?
Yeah. They don't really even introduce her as his mom. I was like, is it a stepmom?
Yeah, she just like comes in. She's kind of like,
she takes the nephew.
Yep.
And then she's just around in the background in another scene.
Mm-hmm, but she's like very like,
yeah, she's real.
I'm not your Hallmark grandma.
Totally.
You know? Let's talk Ezra.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy to see Ezra show up in another Hallmark movie. Like, great. I'm glad they gave him another opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah. He sure is handsome.
He sure is. Fun fact, my daughter and I are watching season 1 of Finding Mr. Christmas because she didn't watch it. We're currently watching season 2 together as well, but now she wants to see season 1. And she knew he won, and when he came on the screen, she's like, oh, he's the winner, right? And I was like, yeah, he did kind of make a splash in that first episode, and I have to go back to remember what you said. When you first saw him, you thought he was going to be the winner as well, right?
I went back and listened to episode 1, and I do say, based on first impressions, he's my winner.
You know, it was kind of funny. The Festive Face-Off Challenge, they had to do like a runway walk and like a DIY Santa sweater or something like that. And he did like the Running Man, or he did some sort of dance moves. And I was like a little bit embarrassed for him. Secondhand embarrassment. But I mean,
is he the one who rollerbladed on stage?
Yep, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really went for it.
Look at him continuing to get Hallmark work. You guys, it's possible.
What did you rate Christmas on Duty?
Sadly, I gave it 2 stars.
I gave it 2.5 stars. I don't even remember the kiss to give it a smoochometer rating.
I couldn't even give you. I don't even know. I like their slow dance. I thought it was weird
during
timing.
The parade.
I thought that was weird timing. Why are you slow dancing during a parade? I don't get it.
There's no music. I mean, there's music playing on the screen, but it's not at the parade.
I thought it was weird. I liked that. I'll give that a dance-o-meter.
Yeah. What'd you give the dance-o-meter?
That was 5 stars. I thought that was really good.
Hey, thanks for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast. If you love this podcast, we do love your 5-star ratings and reviews. You want to hear a recent 5-star review, Wendy?
Yeah, I do.
Ann in the City says, I was looking for a podcast that gave general overviews of Hallmark holiday movies so I could pick the best ones to watch, and I have listened to many of these podcasts trying to find the best one. In my opinion, this is it. It's pretty short and sweet, organized, not annoying, and perfect to digest on my way to work or walking the dog. I only listen to the Hallmark holiday movie ones, haven't expanded to the greater Hallmark universe.
Oh, come listen to, Finding Mr. Christmas, or Finding Mr. Christmas is so funny.
The Way Home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, thanks for that, Anne. And thank you for listening. We'll be back next time with more Hallmark reviews. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.